Arizona's Family Plus starts now.
Good morning. Arizona might be wrapping up, but don't worry, we still got you covered with a lot of local news right for you right now. So thanks for joining us. I'm Javier Soto. We want to get right to our top stories, where Tolleson police are investigating a double shooting at the Siegel Suites that happened near 91st Avenue and I-10 yesterday. Police received 911 calls about two men who were shot. Both were taken to the hospital in serious condition.
When we showed up, we had a crime scene that went on along the north end of the complex. We used additional agencies. Phoenix and Avondale were very gracious enough to come help us to help secure the scene and to help search for a suspect.
Tolleson police are still looking for the suspect, but they do have a description. Governor Doug Ducey is one of 26 governors requesting a meeting with President Joe Biden to discuss the crisis at the southern border. In a statement from the governor's office, a group of Republican governors are calling for a, quote, meaningful solution to the worst border crisis in more than 2 decades. Border cities, including Yuma and Tucson, have seen a large increase of border crossers since last year. Well, less than a week after calls circulated for Maricopa County Attorney Alistair Adele's resignation, she is now headed back to the office. In late August, Adele sought treatment out of the state for alcohol abuse and an eating disorder. But her office says she's out of rehab and ready to get back to work. In a statement, she said the outpouring of support has been a wonderful reminder there is so much good in this community. Nobody suffering from mental health issues should feel alone. My own journey has reaffirmed my commitment to a treatment-first approach to prosecution, and I am committed to continuing to work for the county attorney's office.
Everybody wants to keep their venues open. We want to keep having shows, and we can't keep doing that if we have another shutdown.
If you want to see a concert in person, we'll plan to show your vaccine card or a negative COVID test. Many music venues across the state are now implementing new COVID-19 requirements. Kylie Cruz explains how it's going to work.
Next time you head inside Marquee Theater in Tempe, you'll need more than just a ticket.
This is not a political statement whatsoever. This is a safety concern.
At least 17 music venues statewide, including Marquee, will now require proof of vaccination or a negative COVID test.
It was just important for all the venues to do it together, especially to bring peace of mind to the artist.
General Manager Tracy Henderson knows the change will add a new logistical challenge.
It's definitely going to be a learning process.
But she hopes patrons have patience.
Things might take a little bit longer until we figure it completely out.
Marquee plans to have different entry lines.
We'll have these signs out. We'll have tents that'll be up,
with extra staff out checking vaccine cards and COVID tests. The Valley Bar and Crescent Ballroom plan to do the same.
We'll have some extra people just to make sure things run smooth.
Owner Charlie Levy says his venues will accept digital or paper copies of vaccine cards.
It really isn't industry standard at this point.
In just 2 weeks, entertainment giant Live Nation will also require vaccination or a negative COVID test.
At the end of the day, we want to make sure that bands keep touring. And if one band member or one crew member gets COVID, the tour is either postponed or canceled for a few weeks.
After more than a year in the dark, venues like Marquee are excited to have the lights back on almost every night of the week.
It's going to be a fun time, just to be able to have the music back and be able to have the stage covered is thrilling.
Well, almost every night of the show, the Marquee will offer free rapid COVID testing. So if you aren't vaccinated or you forgot your card, you can get a test on the spot. The general manager says plan to get there early to see the next show, since it might take a little longer to get through that check-in process. Well, looking to add a new member to your family, but maybe a dog or cat aren't what you're looking for. What about these little guys right here? Well, they're not really little guys, but each year hundreds of captive desert tortoises need good homes. Dozens are up for adoption through Arizona Game and Fish. Tegan Wolf is the manager of Desert Tortoise Adoption Program and says they've seen an influx of tortoises this year because of
they're so chill. You can just come out and feed them, hang out with them. Like if you have one in your yard, you can hang out with them, have your morning coffee with them, and they'll chill with you. They're just you know, low maintenance for the most part.
There are some things you want to consider if you want to adopt a desert tortoise. You'll need to build a burrow in your backyard and make sure the space is completely enclosed. Game and Fish will ask you to submit photos of your yard to make sure that it's safe for a tortoise. Also, they can live up to 80 years, so they're going to require a commitment. To adopt, you can fill out the application online. We'll put all the information on our website at azfamily.com. A husky here in the valley that was badly burned has made a huge recovery and is now looking for her forever home. Hera was brought to the Arizona Humane Society back in early July, underweight and appeared to have burns on a large portion of her body. The organization doesn't know exactly what happened, but they were able to help. Now almost all of her fur has grown back and she's available for adoption at PetSmart near Miller and Camelback in Old Town, Scottsdale. Well, they're called the Crew of Hope, a group of volunteers who feed homeless seniors here in the valley. This is a true grassroots effort that is going strong, thanks to some huge hearts, and that's something good. Arana Woolen and Ann Tittlebaum wanted to help local businesses struggling during the pandemic. They also wanted to feed vulnerable seniors at the Justice Center in Phoenix. So they started a Facebook group. Using their own money, the Crew of Hope bought and delivered their first lunch from the tamale store to the Justice Center. Their goal was to feed 125 people each week. Well, 18 months later, that group has done that every Saturday with all donations. The group has received donations from across the United States, even as far away as Sweden. When the Crew of Hope celebrated their one-year anniversary back in April, they had already put out more than $17,000 in 24 independently owned businesses. Partners like Burritos, La Piñata, Tony's Italian Deli, and many more have all delivered more than 6,000 meals. Crew of Hope has a Facebook page so you can help them feed more Arizonans by donating through Venmo, Zelle, or PayPal. Well, we love hearing about something good happening in our community. So if you know someone or you see a business spreading kindness or doing something good, post it on our Arizona's Family Facebook page or email Tess Raffles at traffles@azfamily.com, and we might feature them right here on Good Morning Arizona.
First day of class, I was very shy, but then I got used to it and used to it.
When you see them on the stage, they just bloom.
A man in Tucson is making a positive impact on kids' lives through dance. So he runs a nonprofit studio called Dancing in the Streets, Arizona. They're using ballet to break down cultural barriers and increase kids' self-esteem. The studio wants to make sure that all kids get a chance to learn how to dance, so they let kids take classes even if the family can't afford them.
I'm really happy. I really wanted to come to ballet and learn how to do it, so I'm just thankful that I got to.
The kids at the studio say they are super excited to perform the Nutcracker this holiday season. Well, thank you for watching Arizona's Family, and for the latest news, traffic, and weather, all you have to do is head to our website, azfamily.com, or download our Arizona's Family news app. Have a great day.